Right, so we come back to the point here with Noelle, where we said a change of scenery might do you good, which sent us off to Liyue. So what happens if we say don't hide from it, confront the stress of the exam directly?
Oh, you mean studying isn't the only preparation I should be doing? Oh, if I don't overcome my fear of the exam, I will just repeat the same mistakes over and over again. Whenever I encounter something unexpected, I can't think straight, and whenever I start worrying that I might fail again, my mind goes completely blank.
You could try take some more exams to get used to the atmosphere.
Take some more exams? Would that really help me? It's true that the more I study, the more unprepared I feel. It's inevitable that I'll run into something unexpected. But if I can simulate the atmosphere of an exam, then I can learn how to cope with it. But where would I even go to take one?
The ranking exams of the Adventurers Guild can make you stronger.
The Adventurers Guild? You can get stronger just by passing their exam? Oh, that sounds a little difficult to believe. Well, since it's recommended by the Honorary Knight, then I have to give it a try.
That's the spirit.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. What kind of commission would you like to take on today?
And to you too. About the Adventurers ranking exams?
You wish to take an exam? Please wait while I verify your adventure record and the status of your recent commissions.
I meant Noelle.
Sorry, Miss Catherine. Actually, I am the one who wishes to take the exam.
Oh, Noelle. You are finally ready to join the Adventurers Guild? Wonderful. I will process your application at once.
No. I just want to take an exam for the experience. Right now, I don't have any plan to become an adventurer. I'm sorry.
I see. What a pity. Our exams are only available to official members of the guild. The content of each exam is determined based on the adventurer's individual experience and commission status. As such, I am unfortunately unable to arrange for you to have an exam. However, since you just want to experience what an exam is like, perhaps you can talk to Cyrus, the branch master. As it happens, he has recently been working on a new entrance exam for the guild. It has not yet been approved for official use. Perhaps you could give it a trial run.
Pretty sure there was no such exam when I first joined.
Indeed. Although the entrance exam does have something to do with you joining the guild. You can ask Branchmaster Cyrus if you require more details. He should be at Angelshare right now drafting the syllabus. He said he gets more inspired when he's there. We don't yet know what's included in the syllabus. Others in the guild have produced several drafts, but all of them were rejected by Cyrus.
It sounds as if I'll have a good chance of running into something unexpected.
Sounds like he just wanted an excuse to get drunk, but okay. Let's give it a try.
Yes, let's! Oh, I wonder what will be on the exam.
He's gonna have to make up something quick, isn't he? Be like, oh yes, I'm working on it intensively right now. Don't you worry, I've got this sorted. Oh crap, they asked me questions.
Hunt down 3 ruin guards. Could it be a little too difficult? What am I thinking? The newcomers will run a mile. Hunt down 3 boards in the forest. Nay, the guild will never approve that.
What are you doing?
Oh, it's you. And Noelle, I see.
Hello, Mr. Cyrus. Are you working on the exam syllabus? How is it coming along?
Don't get me started. Since the Travelers solved the Storm Terror crisis and became Mondstadt's hero, a whole load of young people got excited and decided to join the Adventurers Guild. But most of them have no experience at all. They can't even handle a single slime without getting all battered and bruised in the process. So some genius in the guild decided, why don't we make an entrance exam?
Well, that sounds like a good idea, no? This way the adventurers won't get hurt so easily.
Yes, but if the exam is too difficult, no one will want to join. A few scrapes and bruises is nothing a strong will can't compensate for. Why doesn't anyone else in the guild understand this? Anyway, I already rejected 2 drafts, and now I'm working on a 3rd one myself. It's absolutely crucial that I get the difficulty level right. If only someone could give it a test run. At least then I could decide where the upper limit of difficulty should be.
Then, Mr. Cyrus, may I give it a try? I am very interested in experiencing the Adventurer's Entrance Exam.
Oh? Noelle, you mean you want to take the Adventurer's Entrance Exam? Ha ha! That's fantastic! Well, if it's you, Noelle, even with every challenge at the highest difficulty, you shouldn't have any problem at all.
Yes, please make sure they are the most difficult.
Excellent! That's the spirit of a true adventurer! Now, let me explain the rules of the exam. First, since adventurers often work in groups, you are welcome to invite others to assist you during the exam. If the traveler is willing, please join Noelle.
The dog being right near us is very off-putting when you can't see it. Just making noises off to the left. So, even at the highest difficulty, you can just get someone else to help?
Indeed. Second, there are 3 parts to the exam, which are basic knowledge, survival skills, and a combat exercise. You only need to pass 2 out of 3 parts to succeed in the exam. But of course, Noelle should find she has no trouble getting a perfect score.
So you can still pass even if you're no good at combat?
And finally, remember at all times that being an adventurer takes courage and resilience. Ad astra abyssosk.
Apple sauce.
Add Astra Abyssosk.
Ha ha! That's the spirit. Without further ado, let's start part 1. Basic knowledge. A true adventurer must be well versed in all sorts of relevant knowledge to handle whatever may come their way. I will ask you 3 questions. You may discuss among yourselves first before giving me an answer. Question 1. An adventurer must be well acquainted with their environment to make sure they can obtain any resources they need. Tell me, which of the following local specialties of Mondstadt cannot be found near Wolvendom? Dandelion seeds, calla lilies, windwheel asters, or small lampgrass?
Wolvendom. I remember reading that there are wolf hooks everywhere, but the book made no specific mention of any other plants. No, I must approach this question differently. Is there anything here that requires specific environmental conditions in order to grow? Conditions that Wolvendom cannot provide?
I mean, she's approaching it from a logical point of view. The fact it would need wind, the windwheel aster, it would definitely need wind. Because that's how it works. It's like a windmill of sorts. But the reason I know that is because I did actually go around farming windwheel asters at one point for leveling up and stuff like that. So it's like, I know they're not there.
That's it! The windwheel aster mostly grows in Stormterror's lair, at Windrise, and near statues of the Seven. All the others are much more widely found. Mr. Cyrus, our answer is windwheel aster.
Correct! There's no fooling you two, eh? On to question 2. An adventurer must always learn from their experience and keep track of everything they encounter in the form of a diary. There is a famous adventurer who once went exploring all over Liyue, documenting his whole journey.
Is it Stanley?
Thanks to the notes he took of each location that he went, young adventurers are now able to plan ahead and avoid the dangers there. What is the name of this adventurer?
Learning from experience, writing diaries. It seems like adventuring requires constant self-reflection, just like studying. Regarding this adventurer, I do believe I have read about him. He even made his mark on Dragonspine. Oh, yes, it must be him. Oh, what was his name?
Well, if we're going with Dragon Spine. There it is.
That's it! It's rolled!
Correct! I had thought this question would be a little more challenging to adventurers from Mondstadt. Once again, Noelle, you never fail to impress. Last question. Let's have some fun with this one. The most terrifying domain for adventurers from Mondstadt. The infamous Windless Land. All that awaits you there is a sea of ashes and the deathly silence in the air. So, what is the name of this taboo territory?
Speaking of Stanley.
A sea of ashes, a windless land. What could it be?
It's like Marizavari. No, it's that Marijavari. That sort of thing, like, which way was it? I think it was that way, because it's not Mare Javari, it's Mare Javari.
Correct! Keep this name in mind. Someday, you too will pass through this domain. That's 3 for 3. As expected, these questions were no match for you. But be warned, things start to get a little trickier in the survival skills test. Now, go and prepare yourselves. Meet me at Good Hunter when you think you're ready. Okay, let's begin part 2 of the entrance exam.
Ready and willing, Mr. Cyrus.
Staying well fed and making sure to prepare sufficient food supplies is a key survival skill for adventurers. That's why the second part of the exam is to prepare a food item fit for an emergency out in the wild. There are 3 criteria. Firstly, the ingredients must be easily accessible in the wilderness. Secondly, preparation and cooking must be quick and easy. Thirdly, well, the food item in question must be able to help someone in dire straits to bounce back from the brink and regain their strength. So go ahead, cook something full of passion and packed with flavor. Just bring it to me whenever it's ready. Noelle, I await your dish with the greatest of anticipation. Ha ha!
Simple ingredients, easy to cook, helps you rally. Honorary Knight, do you have any idea?
I was gonna say the egg, but alright then, steak.
Steak? Good point. In a real emergency, all you'd need is a piece of meat. You wouldn't even need any seasoning. Okay then, once it's ready, let's take it over to Mr. Cyrus. We can always change our minds if we have a better idea. One must be careful not to act too hastily when taking an exam.
Wonder what happens if I said emergency food. Would it talk about Paimon? And don't I have some...
You're ready to go? Don't be too hasty now. You still have time to prepare. Use it wisely.
Yes, I do.
Today's recommendation.
Steak! Steak! Ha ha ha! Hands down the top choice of a true adventurer. Simple ingredients, highly nutritious, and most importantly, all you need to cook it is an open flame. And when it's not an emergency, adding a bit of seasoning makes it even better. Succulent and juicy, crispy on the outside and tender on the inside. The perfect accompaniment to an alcoholic beverage.
Really? If you like it so much, I can always make a few more.
This was all a ploy to get Noelle to cook some drunk food for you.
Not at all. I was merely contemplating having a celebratory libation on Noelle's behalf. In any case, congratulations on passing part 2 of the exam. Up next is the final stage. Go get yourself ready, then meet me at Bright Crown Canyon. Ad Astra Abyssosk, and welcome to the 3rd and final part of your exam. Are you ready?
Add extra applesauce. Yes, I'm ready.
Please, begin. I am ready.
Good. Now, the most important skill set for an adventurer is, of course, combat skills. Ferocious monsters, dangerous machines. Only in the heat of battle against your enemy does that surge of adrenaline really kick in. This is the last part of the exam. Defeat the nearby ruin gods as quickly as you can. I will be watching from here. Give them all you've got, Noelle.
Okay. This time, I am confident I will pass.
Give it a go then. Where are they? Down there? I don't see none. I think you're lying to me. Oh, there you are. Hello, mate.
Leave it all to me.
Take this!
Activate them. I don't like how the time is ticking down. It's like I can't even hit him yet.
To ashes!
Midnight, Phantasm!
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Don't feel like using Bennett. Would be a waste.
Honorary Knight! I did it!
This is all the result of your hard work.
Not entirely. Whenever I've taken an exam in the past, I always get nervous and I can't control it. I know that it's just like in training, but I always end up worrying I might fail. But not this time. This time, it seems I was able to remain calm. Somehow, having you by my side is soothing. It must be because you are here with me that I was able to complete the exam.
No, Noelle, it's because you have what it takes.
Thank you. Thank you. On the day of the real exam, if, and I mean only if...
I will have time.
Great. Oh, maybe, just maybe, things will be different this time.
Ew. That's a very strange swing noise.
Oh, back already? Seems like. Even the third part of the exam is a walk in the park for you. Now, please allow me to announce the results of your adventurer's entrance examination. You passed with a perfect score. Noelle, you are incredible as always.
Oh, well, it's all because I had an honorary knight by my side.
Without further ado, it gives me great pleasure to officially grant you the title of Adventurer. May your days ahead be filled with adventure, and may you boldly explore the stars above and the abyss below. Ad astra abyssosk! My. I never thought I'd see the day when Noelle would finally come around to the idea of joining the Adventurers Guild.
Oh, Mr. Cyrus, I'm terribly sorry, but actually
There's no need to talk like an outsider anymore. From now on, you can call me Branch Master, and I will call you Adventurer.
I'm very sorry, but I actually wasn't planning to join the Adventurers Guild at all. I just wanted to take an exam so I could get used to the atmosphere. I thought it might help me better prepare for the Knights of Favonia's selection exam.
You mean... Oh, how can this be? I was just about to recommend you to the perfect adventure team. Why not give it some more thought? Even if you're not ready to be a full-time adventurer, you'd be more than welcome to help out every now and then. Just think of it as... yes! Think of it as part of your exam preparation. You know, if you think about it, adventurers have a lot in common with the knights. Both want to defend Mondstadt.
Exam preparation? Defend Mondstadt?
Yes, precisely. I assure you it won't take up too much of your time. I believe it's only around 4 commissions per day.
4 commissions? Maybe if I can squeeze out some time from my breaks.
Noelle, stay strong.
Oh, if I'm not careful, the urge to accommodate just takes over. I'm sorry, Mr. Cyrus, but I'm afraid that my answer is still
Please, Noelle, I'm begging you. We need your help.
Oh, well, if my assistance is required.
Noelle, let's go back and do some studying.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, Mr. Cyrus. Maybe next time.
Look at him there. It's like, no, I need her. She's gonna be part of... No! Oh dear. So I'm assuming I have to fail a part of that exam then to get a different ending. Right, so let's get one of these answers wrong and then we'll jump to the end, maybe? Or anything that changes along the way. I'm not sure when it would shift, but I imagine the end. But let's go with Calla Lily, because we did go with Windwheel before, which was the right answer.
Ooh, I'm afraid that's the wrong answer. Oh, back already? Seems like. Even the third part of the... Now, please allow me to announce the results of your Adventurer's Entrance Examination. You successfully passed the exam! Oh, and you were so close to getting a perfect score, it feels like a missed opportunity. But if even Noelle could not get the perfect score, then maybe I still need to adjust the difficulty level a little further. Yes, the barrier to entry must be lowered to cater to the newcomers. Then we can raise the difficulty at a later stage. Only in this way can we successfully attract newcomers.
No. We will get over this barrier.
I didn't get a perfect score?
Hey now, first things first. Allow me to congratulate you on what was nevertheless a sterling performance in your exam. I will have Catherine handle the admission process for you right away. Noelle?
Where did I go wrong? Is there any hope for me to improve? If I could start over. Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Cyrus, what were you saying just now? I was a little lost in my own thoughts.
I was about to ask whether you would have the time to visit the guild with me.
I do apologize, Mr. Cyrus. I must get back to my exam preparation. If I don't review my mistakes, I will only repeat them the next time I run into the same problem. It seems I still have lots to learn. I will head back to the library now and continue studying.
Noelle, you already passed your exam. What do you need to study for? Sure, you made a few mistakes, but this is an overreaction.
Here's the situation.
I see. Well, when you get back, would you mind going to the library and checking on Noelle? I hope my exam hasn't affected her mood. How can I get the exam to the right difficulty level? I should go back to the Angel's Share and give this some careful consideration over an alcoholic beverage.
No, but of course.
Mustn't fall asleep.
Noelle, are you okay?
Oh, sorry, I zoned out a little. I didn't notice you there. I've summarized my experiences from the mock exam and created a new reading list. Getting to know Mondstadt's geography and a 1-minute history of adventuring in Mondstadt. Oh, there's so much I can learn from them. And then there's eating well in Mondstadt. I never realized there were so many ways to cook in the wild. Oh, and also self-defense, the art of down-to-earth dialogue with monsters. The combat approach of adventurers is definitely worth further study. The only thing is, there's so much to get through. Will I really be able to finish them all?
Surely these topics won't be covered in the night selection exam?
But, what if this is the one time they do come up? What then? What if they ask me how to rescue an adventurer? Or how best to collaborate with the Adventurers Guild? If I neglect these topics now, I may live to regret it later. It looks like every second I have between now and my exam is going to count.
You are massively overthinking this. Oh dear. Right, so we come back all the way to beginning again. And rather than say you could take some more exams to get used to the atmosphere, we're going to go over you could try to imagine yourself passing the exam.
Imagine myself passing the exam.
If you pass the selection exam, what kind of knight would you want to become?
What kind of knight? I always thought that just qualifying to be a knight was challenging enough to begin with. The knight that I want to be someday. Oh, that feels so far away that it's a little difficult to imagine.
Then let's start with knights closer to home. How about an outrider? Like Amber?
An outrider? I'm sure Amber would be happy to see the outriders grow as a team. But my strengths are not in scouting and luring the enemy. And I'm not as agile as Amber. I don't know if I would be of any assistance to her. However, I did once get Amber to teach me how to make Baron Bunnies. If I were to use Baron Bunny to lure the enemy away and protect my fellow knights, I suppose I could do it.
If you can perform the duty of a qualified knight, then you might feel more confident about the exam.
I still have some of the materials we used when she taught me. There's just a few extra things I'd need. Making the stuffing requires pyroslime condensate, and the red dye used to grab the enemy's attention can be made from crushed valberries. It's just that dried valberries are not very suitable for making dye. I'll need to get some fresh ones from the Stormbearer Mountains. So, let's start by going to the Stormbearer Mountains. Yes, this should be plenty of valberries. Oh, pyroslimes. Perfect, they can provide us with another ingredient we need.
Wants to blast them away from the circle of destruction.
Pyroslime condensate? Crushed valberries? Good. Now I can start to make a Baron Bunny. Through here. Conceal the stitch. Done.
It looks just like the ones Amber makes. Noelle, you are very handy.
Far from it. I know it looks the part on the outside, but I still don't know if it will really work. There should be a hilly drill camp nearby. Let's place the Baron Bunny there and try it out.
Assume it's the one in front of me. Because I was very much thinking that I don't remember one being there. Wonder what happens if I shoot these. Like, sometimes you get a chest from shooting these. Sometimes.
The hilly trills are coming back. Let's see if the Baron Bunny gets their attention. What's going on? They're completely ignoring the Baron Bunny. They're coming this way. Watch out.
Shouldn't let your guard down. Who's next?
Oh, it neither attracted their attention nor exploded. In the end, all I managed to recreate was the outward appearance.
Perhaps Amber controls it using pyro abilities?
I suppose the conclusion is I can't become an outrider like Amber. Oh, maybe I'm not yet ready to carry out the work of a fully qualified knight.
Or maybe you're just not suited to becoming an outrider.
But I just can't think of what else I could do. Every time I've looked forward to passing the exam, I always ended up disappointed in the end. Whenever I remember that feeling of disappointment, I stop being able to think about what kind of knight I could become.
Out of the two, I'd say more that. You could become a cavalry captain like Kaya.
Captain Kaya? Oh, no, I could never manage that. Captain Kaya has his own way of thinking and planning. Well, sometimes I can barely understand it. And as for imitating it, I simply wouldn't know where to begin.
Kaya doesn't spend every second of every day on making big plans.
Oh, so you mean I should focus on smaller steps in order to achieve a larger goal? Well, I suppose with smaller goals, I won't be disappointed day to day, Since the larger goal is so high, I couldn't hope to achieve it immediately. In which case... Captain Kaya seems to be in the habit of fishing for information at Angel's Share. That's pretty small, and yet, I heard that the reason we were able to arrest those treasure hoarders last time was thanks to Captain Kaya's intel.
Then let's start with the Angel's Share.
All right. I hope I can find some intel that proves useful to Mondstadt.
Oh, it's the honorary knight in Noelle. Can I get you a drink? A non-alcoholic drink, of course.
Oh, no need. We didn't come here to drink. I wanted to ask if there's been anyone causing any trouble in the tavern lately.
Troublemakers? Let me think. Actually, there was one.
Oh, really?
It's that guy drinking at the table over there. Paimon. He keeps ordering refills of our strongest drink, Death Afternoon. Look how he's wobbling. If he passes out drunk, that could spell trouble.
Yes, that certainly sounds like a lot of trouble, although that's not quite what I was asking about. Is there anything in the tavern that has been out of the ordinary lately?
Out of the ordinary? Let me think. Yeah, as a matter of fact, there is. There are still some empty glasses on the tables upstairs that need clearing away. Must have been left there by the customers this morning. But I am busy with the accounts at the moment, and if I can't find time to clear the tables before the evening crowd arrives, things could get difficult.
Really? Well, that sounds truly terrible. Maybe I can help?
Noelle, you're forgetting why we're here.
Oh, sorry. I couldn't help myself. Mr. Charles, what I was really trying to ask was...
Oh, I know. You wanted to know if you could help out, right? Surely that would be asking too much. I have yet to thank you properly for helping us move those kegs last time, and here you are offering to help again. I couldn't accept your offer in good conscience. That being said, we are quite overwhelmed right now, so if it's all the same to you, ma'am, would you mind serving the customers for a while?
Oh, okay then. It seems you are in great need of assistance.
Oh, thanks a million. I'll leave you to serve the customers then. Start by taking this Death Afternoon to Paimon, and then maybe you can clear the tables on the second floor? That should put us back on track. Okay, I should get on with the accounts, so for now I'll leave the running of the tavern in your capable hands.
Wow. So this is what happens when I try to go with the flow. It appears that Captain Kaya's way with words does not come the most naturally to me.
I can't say I'm completely surprised.
But waitressing in the tavern should be a good means of gathering intel, right? It's quite a common motif in the books I've read. I just need to keep my eyes and ears open while I'm helping Charles with the tavern duties.
I mean, it might work. It's like, what info were we gonna learn, though?
Excuse me, Paimon. Here is the drink you ordered.
What? What's that? Oh, yeah, put it to the side. I think I need to sober up. This drink is strong. Oh, I don't feel so good.
Mr. Paimon, are you all right? Do you need to take a rest?
How are we supposed to get any intel out of this guy?
Let me think. If I'm not mistaken, Captain Kaya would first get his subject drunk before asking them any questions.
Surely he's too drunk to tell us anything now.
This appears to be true. We must find another approach. Captain Kaya would probably appear cordial and sincere as a means to convince his subject to lower their guard, would he not? One must start by focusing on the person's individual circumstances and communicate a complete willingness to help. Then slowly move the conversation in the desired direction. Ooh, but how can I offer to help Mr. Paimon right here and now? I've got it! Perhaps the dried fruits that I prepared for my exam could help him to sober up. Mr. Paimon? Please eat this. It will make you feel better.
Oh, what's this? Oh, it tastes sweet and sour. Ooh, woof. I do feel slightly better now. Oh, you're Noelle, isn't it? And next to you is,
Mr. Payne? Are you feeling any better? Is there anything you wish to tell me?
Next to you is, it's the death afternoon that I order, yes. Did you bring this to my table? Oh, thanks, Noelle. This drink is so strong.
Mr. Payne? Mr. Payne?
Back to drunkenness again.
How can this be? Drinking like this is disastrous for one's health.
Maybe plying the customers with alcohol isn't the best approach.
Perhaps. Although, maybe it would be easier if there were a few more customers. Oh, Mr. Charles also asked me to clear the tables on the second floor. If the second floor is filled with customers, perhaps I'll have the opportunity to overhear a thing or two.
Something tells me we won't be so lucky. Have to do all of them?
It's such a mess. I must clear everything away quickly so that we can serve more customers. Oh, so many stains. Once the tables are clear, they'll need to be... We're almost done. A clean and tidy environment. Finally, all clear. Let's go check in with Charles.
Hi, Charles.
Mr. Charles, everything has been dealt with. Is there anything else you need help with?
Wow, already? The customer at the table by the window just ordered a couple of things. Would you mind taking care of them?
Okay, leave it all to me.
With Noelle here, the tavern feels livelier than ever.
It's not easy working at a tavern, but at least it's over now.
Well done. Did you manage to gather any intel?
Well done to you, too. Oh, intel. No, I got so caught up with working that I completely forgot we were here to gather intel. What should I do? There are hardly any customers left that I could talk to. Oh, am I so incapable of handling even a simple task like this?
Thanks for all your help today, Noelle. I've been a bartender here for more than a decade, and I've never seen a happier crowd of drinkers than the ones who are here tonight. I can only assume that with you serving the customers, the wine tasted all the sweeter.
I'm quite sure that can't be true. I didn't do anything particularly special.
Customers don't come here purely for the drinks. They come for what the drink represents. Some time to relax after a long day of work. Often customers choose this tavern not just for the quality of the drinks we serve, but also for the great atmosphere. You may not have brewed the wine or even mixed the drinks, but for many customers, service with a smile is what makes the difference between a glass of wine and a great night out. It seems this tavern could do with more than just a single bartender. What we need is some proper waiting staff to really take care of the customers. Perhaps I could convince the boss to hire a server. Anyway, I digress. Thanks again for all your help tonight.
Wow, I'm so glad to know I made everyone so happy.
You are looking after Mondstadt in your own way.
Yes, even though I failed to imitate Captain Kaya, it looks like I was still able to help those in need.
It's the same with an exam. You'll always have strengths and weaknesses.
Yes, I will keep that in mind. Thank you.
Sorry to interrupt. I sense that it's probably not the best moment. However, could I ask for one last little favor? Drinking to make merry is all well and good, but passing out drunk in my tavern? That's a pain.
Who needs to be taken home?
Pain ordered 2 more deaths after noon over the course of the night.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Alright, let's go back and see what happens if we say you could be, like Jean. You could become an acting grandmaster. Like Jean.
Master Jean? How could I ever become someone great like her? Master Jean is a pillar of the Knights of Favonius, and a great source of inspiration to me. If I could gain even 1 or 2 of her qualities, I would be very happy. But the thought of becoming a knight just like her in every way? Oh, I could never achieve that.
Just set a goal first. We can start from the smaller details.
You think so? I suppose if the goal is set so high that I couldn't hope to achieve it immediately, I won't be too disappointed day to day. But where to start? I can't imagine what I would need to do to become more like Master Jean.
Jean often helps out the locals around town.
Oh, that's true. Master Jean is always lending a hand to citizens in need. So strong, but so gentle too. I still don't think I can do what Master Jean does, but at least I could start by trying to be gentle like her. Okay, then let's head back to Mondstadt and see if anyone needs help.
I'm sorry, Marjorie. I was focused solely on chatting with Quinn. I didn't see anything else at all. If you're out of other options, maybe you could get help from the Knights? I'm sure if Master Jean heard about it, she'd help you find it in no time. Thanks. I'll check with a few more people first. If no one has seen it, then I guess I'll just have to ask the Knights. Alright, well, I hope it turns up soon. Bye now. Maybe I should just tell the Knights already.
Miss Marjorie, are you in need of assistance?
Oh, Noelle. Since you asked, I seem to have misplaced a monocle that I imported from Sumeru. I was organizing the stock that had just arrived, and because the monocle was so fragile, I took it out, wiped it, and put it aside. But then, I went to get it after I was done with the stock, and it was gone. I've asked around, but no one seems to have any idea where it could be.
Has anything like this happened before?
Anything like this? Well, it's not completely unheard of. You know my store. There are all sorts of exotic items. In the past, I've lost a carved wooden perch and some boneware, but as soon as I reported them missing to the Knights, they were recovered right away.
May I ask, where were the missing items recovered from?
Oh, the wooden perch was mistaken for a real fish by Margaret's cat, and as for the boneware, they eventually found that in a dog kennel somewhere outside the city.
Reminds me of some commissions once involving a missing cat and some tax returns.
Oh no, we mustn't increase Jean's workload any further. Master Jean's time should be spent on more important things. Miss Marjorie, would you mind letting me help you find the missing monocle? I may not be as efficient as Master Jean, but I will do my very best to help you find it.
I will help too.
Oh, of course that's okay. But isn't asking Noelle the same thing as asking the Knights?
I'd better gather some more information before heading out. As well as confirming some details regarding the monocle itself, we should find out as much as possible from Marjorie about the circumstances under which it went missing.
So, do you have some ideas on where to start? Ask me whatever you want to know. I'll answer to the best of my memory.
What can you tell us about the missing item?
The missing item. Well, it's a monocle to start with. And since it came from Sumeru, the design should be fairly recognizable. As for other distinguishing features, it's very light and it's very small.
Did you see anything?
I had my head down and I was busy working through the stock. I didn't see anything that was going on around me. But the street is so busy that surely someone would have noticed if it had been stolen.
Did you hear anything?
Oh, now that you mention it, I do remember hearing some kind of flapping sound. The sound went as soon as it came, and I was focused on checking if anyone had seen anything, so I didn't give it too much thought at the time. Do you think it could be connected?
Probably a magpie stole it. Maybe we can investigate in the direction in which the noise disappeared.
I first heard it behind me, and then it seemed to fade out in a northwesterly direction. Now I wish I'd followed the sound and spoken to people along the way.
Honorary Knight, shall we go head in that direction and make some inquiries? Maybe we'll find some clues. Excuse me, Glory. Have you heard anything that might be described as a flapping sound in this area recently? Marjorie's monocle has gone missing from her shop. We're trying to look for clues.
Flapping sound? Yes, I think so. I believe it was the sound of a finch flapping its wings. It sounded a lot heavier today than usual, as if it was carrying something.
So, maybe the finch took the monocle back to its nest. Oh, I've seen their nests in the past on occasion while I'm cleaning the roof. What do you say we have a look, Traveler? Finally, we have a lead to go on. Thank you, Glory.
You're welcome. May you swiftly recover the lost item by the grace of the Animo Archon.
Climb onto the rooftop and look for a finch nest. Okay. There's a nest. There we go.
We found it! This must be Miss Marjorie's missing monocle. Let's take it back to her right away. I hope we haven't kept her waiting too long.
Didn't expect it to be the first one I checked. I meant there you go, as in, like, I found one. And then I was like, oh, eggs! How very strange.
Miss Marjorie? Here, we found your monocle.
Wow, you were so quick. How wonderful. I thought I wouldn't be hearing back for a few days yet.
A few days? That long?
Sure. In the past, when I've lost something and asked the knights for help, it can take them a while to get around to it. After all, the knights have all sorts of things that they're busy with, big and small. No matter how capable Jean might be, she can't be in two places at once, can she?
You say that, but...
Thanks to you, Noelle, we don't have to trouble the knights with every little thing that comes up. Now that I think about it, Noelle is basically like another Jean. In that sense, it really does feel like Jean can be in two places at once.
No, surely you can't be serious. How can I compare to Master Jean? I can only help people with small things, like finding lost property.
Whether it's big or small, it's all the same to us. Things we can't handle by ourselves. Noelle, once you've qualified as an official knight, will that mean you don't have time to help us anymore? I, for one, am going to miss you.
No, not at all. If I do become a knight in the future, I will continue to help everyone with their problems.
I was just kidding. Keep up the good work, Noelle. I'm sure everyone in Mondstadt can't wait to see the kind of knight you become.
I will keep working hard.
Thanks again. I suppose I should put this in a secure place this time.
The kind of knight that I become.
Noelle, you seem quite pleased.
Oh, do I? Yes. Maybe it's because I'm not afraid anymore. I've never dared to imagine myself as a knight before. I always feared that the higher my expectations, the more disappointed I'll be if I don't live up to them. But let's say I do become a knight in the future. Maybe I will simply continue to do the same things that I'm doing right now. It doesn't matter to me how small these things are or how tiring. I do these things not because I'm a maid, but because of my own will.
Noelle, just be the kind of knight that you want to be.
Yes, there's no need to become someone else, nor worry about failing. As long as I perform better in my next exam than in my previous one, then one day I will become a knight that I can be proud of.
Seriously, she's so adorable. Well, the one and only Noelle. Someday Noelle will become a knight like no other. So that's us done for this part. And in the next part, well, there's nothing left for me to do at this point, so it's either waiting for 1.6 or some event to pop up, or maybe like Act 4 or something of that event that I previously... Because Act 2 and Act 3 have not really been anything that's worth recording anyway. Like, there's stuff to do, it's just dungeons and destroy things, and we already did that. So we'll see when the next Genshin part comes out. I don't know when, but we'll see then. Ta-da. For now.